Hey folks, Micah McGee here. This is going to be, as promised, the chanterelle mushroom video. And we're going to be picking, as a family, chanterelle mushrooms. And I'll just go ahead and pick one here. They are beginning to dry up just a little bit. We weren't able to pick them while they were still just freshly grown, but they're still good, and they still will make fine mushrooms to can and use on every kind of pasta dish, pizza, the whole 9 yards. We love them. We keep them in our pantry year around. So, and as you see, they are orange, easy to find. They're not at all like the infamous dryland fish called a morel mushroom that I can't hardly find when I look for them. I can find these. Even a blind hog can find these. But I have to give you a warning. There is a look-alike out there. It don't look exactly like this, but it will make you very sick. So do not eat orange mushrooms out of the woods and say,
Micah McGee told me that it's okay.
It ain't okay. You need to do some research on your own and figure out whether it's edible or not. I go by the National Audubon Society book because it won't lead you the wrong way, and it will identify for you very precisely whether the mushroom that you're eating is edible or not. Now, take a look at these mushrooms that I got a picture of myself on my own property. These are actually jack-o'-lantern mushrooms, which are highly poisonous. So don't eat these mushrooms. We are not picking just any old orange mushroom. We're picking chanterelle mushrooms that just happen to grow very plentiful on our property. We walk around in our woods and they just pop up. It's just unbelievable. And I have to say, we are blessed, very blessed, to have chanterelle mushrooms. Now, if you're looking to find good mushrooms on your property, if you have land, or even mushrooms on property that don't belong to you, that you have permission to hunt mushrooms on, you may not have chanterelles, but odds are you will have some kind of mushroom that you can utilize. And maybe you don't want to. Maybe you're just so afraid that you'll get sick that you're not even going to try it. Well, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm just teaching you that if you would like to have some mushrooms for yourself and not have to depend on the store, that this is it. This is how we get our mushrooms. And so I've got some boys out here. We're fixing to get started picking mushrooms. Come on down there, boys. Let's get her going. Caleb, pass them out. Good job. We're going to start picking mushrooms. And one thing about picking mushrooms, it is not hard work. It's easy to do. And it doesn't take long to get a gallon. These boys are going to start picking. All right, boys, let's get it going. Thank you. Thank you. One for me. Thank you very much. You want to start picking over? Well, you can start picking here with Joe if you want. Chanterelle mushrooms. There's more than one variety, but all chanterelles are edible to the best of my knowledge. But as I said before, do not take my word for it. Do your own investigation and research. Don't eat it to see if it's good or bad, because some mushrooms do not have an antidote. You can't, once you eat it, you're just going to either have to puke it up real quick, or else you're just going to have to get sick and die. I don't know, but we're going to get these mushrooms, boys. Caleb, you like mushroom picking? What do you like about it? Yeah? Is it fun? You've always had a lot of fun picking mushrooms, haven't you? Wow, you got a bunch. And there's a lot more to be had. Look up through the woods there. David found him a good patch over there. These boys are finishing up this patch. There's a big one, Caleb. Get it. He's hiding. Oh yeah, that's a big one. They have to be washed. We have to take them up to the house and wash them real good. Take you a small little brush. Oh, look at them. Nice, 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 nice. Whoa, Joe, you got a nice big one. Wowee. Watch out for spider webs. They're all through the woods. They get right in your face when you're walking in the trees here. The hunt is on, boys. Looks like Joel's over there picking some. Looks like Dave found some. Whoa, looks like Caleb has spotted some big ones. That's the beauty of the chanterelle, folks. They are orange. It's hard to believe. They are orange. Nice job, Caleb. There's some more big ones there. Whoa, nice. Good job. David, you finding some? Matt, there's a bunch right over there. Yeah? What are you gonna do when you get your bucket filled up?
I guess just go to the house and put it on the table and get another one.
Wow, Matt, your bucket's almost full. Joel's bucket's almost full. Well, Joel's bucket is full.
Yep.
He's piling them up. Look at all the mushrooms just in and amongst the fallen sticks. There are also mushrooms here in these woods that we don't pick. And I think this particular one is edible, but for safety's sake, we just pretty much stick with one variety. One or two or three varieties that we just really focus on because we know them. We know them varieties like the back of our hand, and it's safe. We can be assured that we will be safe to eat them. And that would be my suggestion. Whoa, nice one. And that would be my suggestion to you is get familiar with the mushrooms that you're going to be eating, and don't just eat any and every mushroom that you find. This one particular variety is just so plentiful here and so easy to find and so safe that that's what we go for. Where you at, Dave? You find some up there? The hunt is on again. We're out looking for patches of these mushrooms. We have our certain places where we always find them every year. Now, here's some mushrooms we're not gonna pick. Whether it's edible or not, I can't tell you for sure, but I'm pretty for sure it's poison. I'm fairly certain that that's poison, but if it's not poison, it's no problem. I'm not eating it. Hey, did you spot that? Did you already spot that?
What?
Right there.
No.
You passed me up like you seen it. There's a couple more. There's a couple more over there. That's a nice,
Sweet.
that's a triple, ain't it?
Yeah. There's a little one back here.
Yeah, a triple. That's nice. There, you gonna get them over there? Yeah. Oh, you stepped right on it. Not that one, but you can keep that one too. Right here in this green patch. Look. Right there. There you go. There's more there too. All right, boys, come on. There's more up here. There's some. Look right there. Sounds like the neighbors are playing with their gun toys. We live out here in Tennessee where people shoot their guns. And I like that. That doesn't bother me one bit to hear somebody shooting guns around. Just leave that little tiny one.
Okay.
Look right there. There you go. Yepper. Put them in and come up here. There's a monster. Come here, Kay. Look at that monster. Whoa, Caleb, what do you have? Mercy, that's a big one. That'll fill your bucket up. You like it, don't you? Big old pretty thing. We'll wash that thing up and that'll make a lot of good eating right there. Wow, Joel, your bucket's plumb full. There's a bunch up through there, guys. Joel's gonna fill 2 buckets today. You finding some over there, Dave? Mm-hmm. Nice, Caleb. Good job. You're gonna have a bucket full pretty soon, Caleb. Matt, you got a bucket full, don't you? Mm-hmm. You can still fit a few more in it, but it's full.
Mm-hmm.
These mushrooms like to grow in amongst big trees. Big old monsters. Oak trees. That's a red oak. That is a red oak. There's some pine trees here. There's some poplar trees here. There's a maple tree right here. So I don't think they really care what tree they're under. They just have to have the right condition in the soil. And wow.
It's a double.
It's a double. Well, I think we're about to get us enough. I don't think Mama's gonna be too happy if we come in and overload her too heavy, do you? We're gonna help her wash them up and clean them and get them in jars, but...
And they grow together and they stuck together.
Yep. We usually like to do it in batches to where we don't just take the whole woods home at one time and overload ourselves. But these things do fill up jars nicely, and we like to put up 40 or 50 pint jars every year, sometimes 60, sometimes 30, just whatever we get, we're grateful for. While we're sitting here looking, oh nice. While we're sitting here looking at these mushrooms, I'll show you in the book. This right here is the chanterelle mushroom. This is the fragrant chanterelle. And one page back we see the jack-o'-lantern. That's the look-alike. Doesn't really look alike unless you're very unfamiliar with what you're doing. People have eaten jack-o'-lanterns thinking they were eating chanterelles. And I guess they were just thinking wishfully that for chanterelles because they don't look that much alike to me. But anyway, it's something to be aware of. When you see this, you know you're dealing with the bad guy. But these guys right here, that's what we're dealing with right here. See this? That's him. Sure as anything, that's him right there, Mr. Chanterelle. Yep, we'll be happy to take him to the house. Sure will. And they are good. Are we done picking, boys?
I got my bucket.
All right. How many buckets full we got? 4?
5.
5 full buckets?
4.5.
4.5. Okay, well let's take our 4.5 to the house. Whoa, I see some nice ones over there. Step over there with your half bucket and pick those. Them are some really dandies. Gotta watch our spider webs all in the woods. And they just looking to get you right square in the face. Yeah, there's some dandies over there. Picking mushrooms is a whole lot easier than digging taters and picking beans, and we didn't even have to plant them, till them, work them. It's just 100% free food, just growing in the woods. All it's gonna do is just rot down and go to nothing if we don't get them. And the spores that fall out of these to replenish next year's crop have already fell out of them. There may be more that can fall out, but we pick these every year, and there's always more, much more. And on years like this, the reason we're doing so good with mushrooms this year is because of the amount of rainfall we've been getting. Really nice amounts of rainfall. Actually, in ways, too much rainfall, but when you have some, when you have too much rain, for one thing, it's just enough for something else. So, wow, look at you. You got that baby filled up.
Is this the bad kind? Or
Nope, that's the good kind. Sure is. Well, we've pretty much got what we need for today. So we're gonna get in the house and we're gonna start washing these up. David's got one, you got 2, you got 1, and you got a half. So we actually got 4.5 buckets full here. So we're excited. We're gonna head to the house with these things.